Hello, welcome to my channel, Granny Annie Creates. My name's Anya, and today I'm going to show you how to make this lovely cupcake square, which is part of our crochet along confidence Cardi. So we're going to make the case of the cupcake first. So pick a sort of case coloured yarn. I've decided on this darker colour for my case because I wanted the top sort of cake and frosting and the cherry on the top to be brighter than my cupcake. So tie your yarn onto your hook with a slip knot, and we're just going to chain 6. Bring the yarn over and down through. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to do a single into that first chain from the hook. And we're going to do another couple of singles. 1, 2. Then we're going to do a half double. And a double. Slip that off. And then we're going to finish this row with a treble, which is the wrap around twice, and in that last stitch and work it off in 3 lots of 2. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. We have the top of our cupcake and the bottom of our cupcake, and we want it to fan out like that, so these stitches at this end are going to be longer than the ones at this end. So we're going to give ourselves a turning chain of 2. 1, 2. That counts as the treble stitch, so we're into the next one with our double. So in there. Oh yeah, and we're just working in the front of the stitch for this row because we want it to be nice and ribbed as well. So just in the front bit of the stitch with our double, and again with our half double, just picking up that first bit, not the second. Doesn't matter too much, but it will give a nice raised effect to your cupcake. And now for the half double and singles, all into just that front bit of the stitch. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. And there you can see we've got that ridge effect happening. So we're going to do a single into the back of the stitch this time. Just the one. So 1 single into the back of the stitch, 2 singles to the back of stitch, 3. Then we're on to the half double in the back of the stitch, the double into the back of the stitch, and the treble. And that just goes into that top stitch because it'll be the turning chain as the one before, so you won't really be able to get it into the back of the stitch. And work that off in 3 lots of 2. And there you can see our cupcake is starting to flow outwards. So we're going to give ourselves a turning chain of 2, turn, and work a double into the front of the stitch. And then a half double. And a single all the way down. Let's see what we've got. So we've got a cupcake that fans out at the top and is smaller at the bottom. So yeah, that's a nice cupcake case shape. So cut your yarn and bring the end down through the stitch and tug it to secure. So we're now going to put the muffin bit in our cupcake. So I've picked this really gorgeous bright colour for my muffin top, my cupcake top. And we're going to tie the yarn on. And we're just going to work into the back of this stitches along the top of the cupcake. So the cupcake looks like it's behind, actually in the cupcake case. So tie on your yarn, pop your hook in, bring the yarn into play and give a chain of 1. And then we're just going to single crochet all the way along the cupcake, just in that back of the stitch. It's a bit fiddly, there we are sometimes, but it should go in. Oh, I'm just going to single crochet. Nope, sorry, I forgot. Scrap that, start again. I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3 for that first bobbly bit of icing. Then we're going to do our single crochet all the way along. That's better. I was forgetting the little bit of icing that was falling over the edge of the cupcake. So we're just working our way. And it's a little bit fiddly, but worth it if you can just work into the back of the stitches. But don't worry if not, pop it in the normal placement. It won't make that much difference. But if you're in a fiddly mood and you want to get it in that back of the stitch, that's great. Cool. So doing single crochets all the way along. The top of our cupcake. Then we're going to do a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3, which is going to give us our bit of icing that's spilling out on this side. And now we can just work into the 2 parts as normal. And we're just going to crochet along the top of the iced muffin cupcakey bit. Until we get to there, just before the chain of 3. And we're going to do a chain of 3. Turn our work and go into the next stitch with a single crochet. And single crochet back along the top of the cupcake. And then stop before you get to the chain of 3 at that end. I'll do another chain of 3. And then we're going to single crochet our way back along the top of the cupcake. Chain 3. Turn. And then single crochet back to there. And then lay your cupcake down and see what we've got. We've got nice spillages of icing, and then we've got a nice flat top that we're going to add our cherry to. So that's it on that colour. So cut it off, pull it through, and then tie on the cherry colour. So I've got this slightly redder purpley colour, and just in the middle of the iced cake, tie on your new piece of yarn. Pop my hook in, and then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to single crochet it down onto the top like so. Now we're going to turn and work into this chain of 3 that we've just done, and we're going to do 6 single crochets, 1 into the ring, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then cut the yarn off and pull it down through. And there we have our cherry on the top. Oh. All my ends are getting in the way. There we go. It's got a cherry on the top of our beautiful cupcake. Now the next thing we need to do is to go around all the outside of our cupcake with the blue background. So we're going to tie on at the base of the cupcake, tie our background colour on. Need to get it in a stitch, there we go. That's it. And then put the hook in and bring the yarn back with you. And we're just going to do a single crochet stitch all the way around our cupcake. Just going to grab the outsides of the icing, and we're just going to colour in around the outside of the cupcake with the blue. And when we get to a bobbly bit like this and we want to turn a corner, just give yourself a chain of 1 and then go into the next stitch, and it will give you enough yarn to manipulate around the stitches without puckering up your square. So this bit's really playing by feel, but you're just trying to get a single crochet into all the outside stitches of your cupcake so that we can turn it into a square. Or if you find this bit too tricky, you could always make the cupcake and then sew it to a plain square background. But give this a go. It feels fiddly to start with, but it does get easier. And we're making 4 or 5 squares. Oh, however big you need your garment to be. So by the 5th one, you'll definitely have it down to a fine art. So we're just crocheting all the way around our cupcake with the blue. Oh, that's not a stitch. That's a stitch. Just trying to crochet onto the ends. As I say, fiddly but worth it. So once we've done this outline, it will be easier then, because we'll just crochet around again on our blue stitches until it looks square like. No. Oh, come here, slippery little sucker. So I'm just going to continue crocheting down there and I'll meet you at the end. So now we've done a single crochet all the way around our cupcake, we can sort of see where we need to increase here and here, and the same again on this side to make it into a square. So we need bigger stitches in these bits here than we do on the edges here. So with that in mind, we're going to create this first corner. We're going to give it a chain of 3, and then we're going to do a treble down into the next stitch, and we're going to do a double, and then a half double, and then a single. And as you can see, that's filled in that corner rather nicely. So we're just going to single crochet up to the top cherry bit, and then we're going to do the similar thing there. But it looks like we need maybe 4 or 5 stitches all of the same length. So we'll just single crochet along this little bit to get us to the next bit that we need to fill in with bigger stitches. So just single crochet past the muffin top. And then where we need to make longer stitches, so we'll do a treble and see how that lays. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Although it's given us a lot of holes, so I'm not going to go that way. You can if you want to, but I'm going to give myself a turning chain of 1, and I'm just going to single crochet in on this bit, and then again here, and turn, and then single crochet. I'm just going to fill this gap because it's quite a big gap, and as I say, those trebles, so chain of 1, those trebles were making it too holy. It would look like a ladder up the side of our cupcake, and we don't want that. So we'll fill it this time with single crochets. That's a good thing with winging it and having a bit of a quirky pattern. You can just do freeform it for a little bit. Do what feels right and give it a go, and if it doesn't turn out right, just undo it. That's the beauty of crochet. You're only ever working with 1 stitch, so you can easily frog it back to where it doesn't feel right. So I'm just doing a chain of 1 and a single crochet all the way along, and yeah, that fills that hole much better than that treble was going to, so I'm pleased with that. As I say, if you want to do the trebles, it would probably take about 4 or 5 trebles to fill that hole, and that's good. So I'm just bringing 2 stitches together there, and then crochet along behind the cherry. And again, I'm going to fill this bit in, although I think I can get away with the double doing this one. So let's have a go. Chain 2, and a double down into that hole, and then another double, and a half double, and then a single. And let's see what we've got there. Yeah, see, so that corner filled in quite nicely with the treble, a chain of 3, treble and half double. So it just depends on what looks nice to how you fill your gaps in. So we're going to bring it down here, and then we're going to fill this final corner in. So we're going to single crochet down the side of the cupcake. Until we get to the bit that starts going in, and then we're going to increase the size of our stitches, so a couple of half doubles and a double. How many more have we got to do? That's going to be the chain, a couple of trebles, yeah, so another double, 2 trebles, and 2, and then a chain of 3, 2, 3, will bring us back to the start. Let's have a look what we got. Beautiful. So yeah, one more round around the cupcake and it will square right off. So give yourself a chain of 1, single crochet along the base of the cupcake. And when you come to the corner, give yourself a chain of 1 and just turn and work that corner. And you're just going to go all the way around the cupcake, doing a single crochet into each stitch with a chain of 1 at the corner to help you turn the corner. I'll meet you at the end. And there we have a gorgeous square with a lovely cupcake on it, ready for our crochet along Cardi. 2 gorgeous cupcake squares. I'm going to make a couple more, 2 or 3, ready for our crochet along confidence Cardi. Hope you've enjoyed the tutorial today. I know this square in particular is quite a fiddly one, but definitely worth it. Definitely add some colour to our crochet along confidence Cardi. So if you've enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share my channel with all your friends. Tell them how great it is, and you can all make a crochet along confidence Cardi and look brilliant out as a group with them all on. Maybe we'll be able to get a photo of lots of people together, or maybe we'll do a photo collage of everyone that's making the crochet along Cardi. Okay, until next time, bye.